Welcome to Long Beach, California, and this is the Queen Mary. Right next to the Queen Mary, there's a cruise, a boat that goes to Baja, to Mexico. And this is the Long Beach Harbor. Beautiful, beautiful.
Today we are going to show you the beautiful harbor of the city of Long Beach. It is the largest port in the West. You can take a boat cruise from Shoreline Village in Long Beach for about $17 per person, and it is a guided tour.
We can see the jet skis way out there.
And a nice look at the RMS Queen Mary. That big ship is over 1,000 feet long. It was actually built in the 1960s. I mean 1930s. You know, Long Beach in the late 60s, the floating museum. It's got restaurants, shops, hotels. Yeah, you can spend the night on the Queen Mary. And there's events that take place every day. Our class always filled with visitors to the Queen Mary.
So you will be learning about all the historical places, including the naval base that existed at one point.
This is the port of Long Beach, the city of Long Beach, that is. You can see the downtown skyscrapers.
And you can't miss the Carnival Cruise Line. That big, large, white geodesic dome, gangway to concrete piers and domes open Carnival Cruises. Carnivals here in Long Beach do cruises down to Mexico. Carnival actually offers a 3, a 4, and even a 7-day cruise here in Long Beach.
Looks like the boat is registered to Panama or Dominican Republic. I see the Dominican Republic flag. I think it's Panama.
barges used to haul in rock and gravel and building materials to expand different projects throughout the port. You know, they're not used in the construction barges, they just store here temporarily. is one of the older style ships. We have cranes on the deck. Those are called hammerhead cranes lifting off cargo. We have a more modern facility here where we have cranes on the dock side. You don't need a ship with cranes. But some of the third world countries don't have these big billion-dollar terminals, so they carry the cranes on the ship. And off to the left, you'll see several ships that's anchored out here. We don't unload ships that are anchored out here, but we don't let them sit and wait their turn to come in. Those are 1, 2, we got 3 oil tankers over there sitting. Those are 3 oil tankers. Long block wall, that's the federal breakwater. You see the lighthouse there, that's Queen's Gate Lighthouse. You're looking at the opening of the Pacific Ocean and the Long Beach Harbor. If you look through the opening beyond those ships, you're looking at Catalina Island. There's visibility when you can see Catalina right outside the ocean here. As you look out to the right there, you'll see the back of the container terminal. We call this on-dock rail. It's actually where they transport cars directly onto trains by their dockside. They unload the containers off the ship and put them directly onto trains right here at the dock. This eliminates a lot of the local truck traffic from the highway by putting the containers on the train by the dockside. Off to your left, you'll see an example of a tugboat. That's called a push tug. Bringing cars up on front, you can push cars into the front of that, and the captain's up on top and you see where it's going. If you like tugboats, you can yourself a new tugboat for about $5 million. And looking off to your right, there's that gateway to the Busiest Day complex. You'll see the blue A-frame buildings. That's actually a dry bulk terminal. That's actually home to petroleum coke, one of the big exports here at Long Beach. Busiest terminal there. We just had a ship leave it. Your room is usually empty for about a day, day and a half, and another ship will come in there. And see the forklift working. This is the break bulk terminal. As you can see, we get a lot of stuff in that really won't fit inside a 40-foot container. And the big warehouses, the parking lot here, this handles all the big stuff that comes in. On the other side of the wharf there, see that big ship over there with the cranes up in the air? See the booms and cables, racking system? All this stuff you're looking at is off that ship over there. Again, this is non-containers. This is too big to put in a box. The handling these pipes here, loading it all up. Put a Mercedes Benz over there being unloaded. More cars coming in.
That's the fire department. Long Beach Container Port. That's the office right there.
Yeah, get a close look how big these ships are. This is the overseas Orient container line here. See the crane operators working back and forth. These big ships will average about 4,000 containers.
4,000.
And Long Beach is pretty busy. Last year, Long Beach processed 8 million containers. And it's hard to believe when they load these ships up with 4,000 containers. They put 2,000 below the deck and they stack the other 2,000 up on top. The first automated terminal here in Long Beach is actually run by AI. They have a man that works in the booth there that operates the controls to get the containers on and off, but everything else is operated by AI. It's just nothing but robots working.
So this is all AI operated. The only manpower is the one sitting in that little cabin. So everything else is AI.
Look through the opening there, you'll see the robots working back there. Nobody working, just the robots today. And they never complain, never ask for a day off, never go on strike. They work 24/7 regular time. These overseas shipping company.
Costco is a Chinese shipping company. Okay.
So you can see all the different shipping companies working together. They all share the different terminals. You also see different shipping companies on all the different ships. We all work together here.
Overseas container line.
That's tired cement. We actually get tired cement coming in from Mexico City.
There's a cement silos. This is the brand new bridge that joins the Port of Long Beach and San Pedro.
Yeah, we took a nice look at our brand new bridge here in Long Beach. It took about 3 years to build it, and it came in at the cost of just over $1.5 billion. And they kept on looking in the obituaries for a name to call this bridge, and they could never find a name in the obituaries to call the bridge. They came up with the International Gateway Bridge. One day I think they'll find the right name in the obituary, and they just can't keep that name, but for now, it replaces the old Gerald Desmond bridge that was built back in the 60s. And you're looking at a bike path. You can ride your bike across, you can walk the park across, and you'll see notches coming out over the water, and those are observation platforms. But that's because it is. Matson was the original company that carried cargo to the Hawaiian Islands. You can see it's an old ship, and it's been working now for 50 years, so why change? Anything going to and from Hawaii goes on the Matson ship. See the oil tank cars, we have the oil tankers, and those are the oil refineries that are underneath those power cables. That's Wilmington and Starship. We actually make the refinery there. And we got 1, 2, 3 ships tied up ahead of us. Busy port today. Here for fishing. A lot of good hooks and cranes. That's the good fish here. And a lot of lobster too. A lot of people put lobster traps in the water and catch some lobster out here. What you're looking at is a power plant. That's an old that's liquefied natural gas. And that's one of the original power plants here in Long Beach, go back to the 1930s. That's actually the oldest industrial plant in Long Beach. And what's interesting about Long Beach back in the 30s, there was no bridge here. If you looked off to your right there, that was the beach, that was the ocean. So that power plant was built on the ocean, and it had salt water coming into the power plant to cool it down. So the ocean was off to your right there, the same beach, and that building was built on the ocean back in the 1930s. There was no harbor off to your right at all. This is all landfill connected with the bridge. If you look at that building, you might see those arches over there. And why would they put an arch on the building? Well, there's arches on the front also. That was the employees' lunchroom. The employees would sit in the lunchroom and watch the ocean waves right in front of them. And during World War II, they didn't think that was a good idea to have light coming from a power plant to get the attack. So during World War II, they closed those windows up so you would be seen at night for the moment.
Over here, right beyond this ship, to our starboard side, the naval station for the Navy back in the 80s.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Iron ore. Iron ore is a big export here in Long Beach. They use these slings here to load the iron ore for the ships here. You see those black dust coming across the iron ore here.
Iron ore.
So what you're looking at is barges of lumber being unloaded. This is the Fremont Mooring Lumber Yard. We actually bring in lumber all the way down from Washington, Oregon. These barges are unloading lumber here. As you look at when the jets come in, you're looking at 1 billion barrels of oil. 1 billion board feet of lumber.
1 million barrels of oil. Wow. Wow.
And there's always projects that take place throughout the whole year. And that's a good example of the different projects here. And you'll see a big ship over that says Mediterranean Shipping Company. If you came back here in the 1930s, that was the Navy base. The Navy was all over this area right here. This is the Long Beach Navy base. And you can see the Navy has moved out of Long Beach. And now it's just part of the port. But at one time, it was the Navy base. The big hillside is Rancho Palos Verdes. And that green bridge over there, that's the Vincent Thomas Bridge over the San Pedro. We do have a couple of Navy ships tied up here. These are Navy ships that run by civilians. You almost see the smokestack, red, white, blue, meaning it's civilians. And it's medical supplies. It's part of our ever-ready fleet. Remember, there's a global crisis around the world. These ships are standing by ready to go wherever needed. The SpaceX rocket. Here in Long Beach is where we recover the rocket for SpaceX. There's no rocket here. There's no satellite. That's just a rocket standing straight up. Here's where we recover rockets for the SpaceX program. That is the trees that makes up a bird sanctuary. They call that Gold Park, home to the migratory birds. It's basically the nesting site for the birds here in Long Beach. Yeah, if you look all the way off to right in the distance over here, those blue grains, that's the Port of Los Angeles. We're here in the Long Beach Harbor, and over here, that's Kelly Harbor. And again, we got good visibility. You can look ahead of us here right there and see Canada Island. And Catalina Island is actually a lot larger than most people think. It's actually 26 miles long if you can. Migratory birds. They actually migrate up and down California's coastline. And you're probably asking yourself, why would these birds want to migrate to the Port of Long Beach? I mean, why? Well, 200 years ago, there was no port of Long Beach. It was a wetland. It was a bird sanctuary. This is their home. We just have to encroach on their home here and built a harbor that was once their home. They keep coming back.
Yeah, Seal Beach Naval Weapons Station. It's been there since the 1900s. It's still there.
It's in Seal Beach, right?
Yes.
That's where they have their submarines.
Right.
You grew up there, bro? Brother Skipper, did you grow up here?
Yeah, born and raised, 71 years. I'll never leave Long Beach.
How long?
71. I'm just a kid.
Well, I must be a baby because I'm 65.
The oldest employee we have is 92.
Mercy.
92.
That ain't beautiful.
So, ageless. Woody says it's mind over matter. If you don't have a mind, it doesn't really matter. It's like, okay, Woody, I understand. And what's funny about Woody is he was in the Korean War and he was a major. So they just would call him Major Woody.
I love it.
Because that was his name. It was Woody and he was a major.
Major Woody.
Wall of the federal breakwater. The federal breakwater was actually started being built back in 1899. All the way out to right in San Diego, 1899. That breakwater now is 9 miles long. It's the longest man-made breakwater. It encloses San Diego Bay and creates the port of Long Beach and the port of LA. San Diego Bay is enclosed by the breakwater, creating the harbor of Sunday.
Okay. To maintain balance. Okay.
And you might be noticing that the boat is moving a little as well. And if you look out to your right, you'll see an opening in the Pacific Ocean where the swell is coming in. That's why the breakwater is here to stop this swell. So once you get to the opening, obviously the swell is going to come through. Anchored, you see a ship that's above the water, that means it's completely full. When you see a ship and all that red paint coming out of the water, it's completely empty. That big ship ahead of us, all that red paint, means it's completely empty. If they load up that ship ahead of us, it'll sink about 50 feet into the water, and you'll see no red paint, all of the black paint. That's a good example of an empty oil tanker.
So if you see the black paint is loaded. Right now that we're seeing the red paint, that means that it's empty. No oil in it.
And you'll notice the bars kind of alongside of it. They call that a fuel bar. They're actually filling that ship with fuel. When a ship comes in, they want fuel, so it's easier to bring a fuel dock to the ship than trying to bring that ship over to a fuel dock. And actually fill that ship up with about 100,000 gallons of fuel.
The harbor, left the other half for the beach.
Skipper, this island right here? Yeah, oh, that's oil. Okay. So that's an oil well. Man-made island. So Skipper was saying that all of these beach back in the days before man started building, it was all but Long Beach.
Yeah,
in the world?
well, not in the world. You go to some of the areas in the Caribbean, so they got beaches for, thousands of miles.
Okay.
We had once had 12 miles, now we got 6. So you get down to Huntington, Seal, you go all the way down, you see Sandy Beach all the way down to Dana Point.
So from 12 miles of beach, it went down to only 6 miles now. Right here in Long Beach.
And you'll notice these islands off to your right. For example, these islands to make them look pretty. We put on the palm trees, the bushes. The one closest to the beach has a blue structure on top, and it's an active oil well. Long Beach actually has 4 man-made islands, and they've been pumping oil to the shores of Long Beach since the 1960s.
About how the dinosaurs are here. That's just a guesstimation, am I correct?
Of course, yeah.
Because they were here way longer than that.
And now we benefit by production of oil and gas, fossil fuel.
Killed the dinosaurs millions of years ago. Any idea what killed them millions of years ago? Global warming.
Wow.
What was the cause of global warming?
Skipper, that boat, what is that boat right there? That shit, yes.
The barge? Yeah, the barge for oil on the mountain.
Oh, to refuel. Oh, it's a refueling station. Okay, like a gas station.
Cool.
Wow.
But they talk about how global warming occurred during the dinosaur age, the ice age. Any idea what caused all that? The methane gas, the feces.
Oh.
There was so much feces coming out of the animal back then because they were gigantic.
Oh.
And it created a layer around the whole earth that melted everything and made the earth do this.
And we're doing it, but in a different way.
We're going in this direction.
The other, with industrialization and all of that, all the gases.
That's why I call it the cycle of life, because we learned from the dinosaurs how the cycle works. And eventually the earth will go back again. And 10 billion years ago, they'll talk about there used to be human beings here.
A nice look at the sandy beach here in Long Beach. Long Beach has about 5 miles of sand stretching all the way out to your right, just behind us. That's all Long Beach, 5 miles of sand.
You ever seen Snoop Dogg before?
Oh yeah, down the road.
So ladies and gentlemen, that's the former home of the Spruce Goose. Now it is used as a terminal for the Carnival cruise that goes to Mexico. So that's news to me. I never knew that. That's the dome, former home of the Spruce Goose. We're finally returning to our point of departure. It was a nice harbor cruise. And we're looking at Parker's Lighthouse Restaurant. Beautiful city of Long Beach. This is our docking area. They're getting ready for us. And the skipper is doing his magic, making that wide turn to take us right there.